Hey, viewer. What's
you.
up, everyone? Okay, we'll stop that now. You stop that.
You stop.
You stop that.
You started it.
We have winners finals, best of 5, Shinjoebi versus Jibca. Jibca. Anime. Frog Ninja guy versus anime character number 33. Let's go.
Jibca and I were talking earlier. Interesting. We were talking like anime Cloud is like Evan Children Cloud, but in this game he was clearly animated for the OG Final Fantasy VII Cloud.
It true though. It
be true.
It be true. This is off to a very even start. I mean, we have Shinjoebi with the early juggles, but Jibca putting on that damage of his own.
Yeah.
Taking a very once in a while get that strong hit in kind of approach, being patient, which is what you have to do against Greninja, because he's going to overwhelm you fast if you try to match his speed.
When it's like with Cloud, you tend to want to kind of play more of a bait and punish game anyway.
Exactly.
Because a lot of his moves kind of struggle a bit on shield compared to, just how good his frame data is and how good they are on hit.
Exactly. Ooh, Jibca going for the roll read there, but shaking his head, understanding Shinjoebi is way too patient for that. And Shinjoebi punishes accordingly, taking the lead.
Something I've noticed in a history between these two, I think a best of 5 really favors Shinjoebi because Jibca doesn't. I feel like he normally can't keep it all up over a 5-game set.
Yeah, no, it's one of the hardest things in this game is endurance. I mean, that's something I've learned about myself and other players is sometimes the downfall just comes for how long can you stay focused without autopiloting. It's one of the most dangerous things you can do in this game, and it's hard to not do it. It's draining to be constantly thinking about every little thing, but that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Jibca wasting that limit. He actually had a safe fall to the ledge, but
he did.
I think he just panicked a little bit.
I think that's going to cost him. He's in a really bad position now. Nothing to help him get out of it, really.
No.
Shinjoebi all over him. At a fairly healthy percent still, too. And that's it. Yep.
Get him out of his jump with that shuriken.
All right, so game 1 is going to go to Shinjoebi rather convincingly. But we got a lot of set left, so...
Like one thing, Jibca told me earlier in the set that we played, and something I'm noticing here is he likes to throw down air out whenever he's above anybody.
Yeah,
and he kind of did that earlier in the first game.
And
but that kind of I feel like started to gain a little bit more ground when he was kind of mixing that up a little more.
Right. It's important. It's such a good option, right? So it's really easy to go for it, but you can't go for it too continuously because. Players, especially good players, will find a way to punish every habit you have, no matter how good it is, right? So you got to be really careful. But yeah, like you said, I think finding ways to mix up the down air usage, mix up his aerials is one of the scariest things that Cloud can do because, his aerials are great and they command space and they're dangerous.
They force you to respect everything that he can do.
Exactly.
Even on landing, which is usually a horribly disadvantaged state for so many characters. With Cloud, it's not anywhere near as bad as it could be.
Now Jibca having trouble landing his limits, but he's doing okay this match. He's keeping up, so it's not too detrimental to him right now.
I think Shinjoebi he's kind of missing some opportunities here where he either could have gotten a grab or just a punish on some of the stuff Jibca's thrown out so close to him.
Yeah, like you said, it's almost like because of that respect, it makes your opponent hesitate more.
That might be it, though. I don't know if he has enough to make it back. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And I don't think he was even close on limit where he would have had to charge it for another 2 or 3 full seconds before that wasn't even an option.
Great option choice by Shinjoebi. Oof.
That's the thing when Cloud gets off stage. If Greninja places a shuriken well enough.
Exactly.
You have to put him in a position where he has to use his jump, and if you can hit him out of it, then he ain't going anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, and his recovery being extremely vertical. Wow. Gets caught under Battlefield.
See, I think he would have actually
That was gross.
I think if he reversed that, he might have actually grabbed ledge.
He might have because that first initial part of the up B kind of pushes him forward.
Yeah.
So if he did turn, like you said, he would have got up front under the ledge.
instead of kind of going straight up, he would kind of pull himself
exactly
at a diagonal angle. Oh, but we're seeing the Corrin come out.
Yeah, the Corrin.
I think
interesting.
Jibca's talked about having a Corrin for a while.
I mean, I think we've seen it a couple. I mean, he uses the best color at least, so that's fun. Orange Girl Corrin is the best one.
I think just Girl Corrin is the best one.
Best one. Yeah, male Corrin's a little too pretentious for me. Female Corrin's like fiery. Unlike the Robins, I like the male Robin better. But anyway, back to the match.
But I think, this Corrin is something that Jibca would like to pull out more often. It's just...
I think so, too.
It's one of the things that's... It's just not on the same level as his Cloud.
Right. It's harder to be consistent with her. It's like... She's one of those characters where I think she's extremely good.
Yeah.
It's just like... I don't know. You just have to be very good at mixing it up, because if your opponent's following those side Bs and her like movement, it's very difficult for her, because that's her only like good movement option, really.
That was a well-timed air dodge by Shinjoebi, because he barely missed getting hit by that F smash.
But yeah, Jibca, I'm liking the choice though. He's keeping it really close right now, showing off his core, and he's been practicing.
Wow. Yep.
Making good use of the side Bs, going for the edge guard there, doesn't quite land it.
Wow,
but
one thing I've noticed is Jibca's just showing that he's just not afraid.
Yeah.
He's kind of going for these options that you would just think would be so unsafe and just never work in a million years against someone like Shinjoebi, but it's working.
Yeah, kind of fake Shinjoebi out there. Shinjoebi was able to take the stock though, so we got a pretty even game right now. Let's see if Jibca can get this set going a little bit longer. And this is going to be where Corrin struggles. She doesn't have great landing options. She has down air, when your opponent gets too aggressive. But the thing is, if your opponent's ready for it, that can be punished.
Especially on landing, too.
Exactly.
It's something that's hard to challenge in the air, but if you can stay close enough to ground, then you're fine.
Exactly. Then you land and punish the cooldown.
And while Greninja's pretty quick, it seems like, if Dragon Lunge is spaced properly, he can't catch her. Right.
Ooh, that was a beautiful landing into tilt. Such a good mix-up by Shinjoebi. That's it.
It's not.
All right. A 3-0 for Shinjoebi, going to take it for winners finals.
How often do you see where a move's just so unsafe on shield where they can punish with just a smash? Usually you kind of have to go for like something quick like a jab or a grab, but